What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? I totally forgot my stream deck. So let's get that connected real quick. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Let's go main cam music. All right. Let me know if you can see me, hear me okay. What'd that say? Scan in progress. Okay. We're going to wait for the scan in progress. Loud and clear. Awesome. How you doing, Brian? What's up with this? All right, hold on. Let me do... Oh, it would help if Touch Portal was actually on. I don't even have the whole app on. Even better. I had to do all these updates. All right, there we go. Now we're connected right off the bat. Cool. That works for me. Let's see. Can we switch everything? Bam. Bam. Okay, we're good. What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, that was a fun little weekend, huh? I can't believe it's already Wednesday. I feel like time's flying right now. Hopefully today we have a huge leap forward. There isn't too much to do on the machine, so hopefully we get it pretty much done. There was no music in the intro? Oh, that's odd. That must have been just like a boring wait. Well, I'm sorry about that. Guys, don't forget, Polymaker sponsors these streams, so there's always a pinned comment on all platforms, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube, where if you click the link, it'll take you to a Gleam.io link. You fill that out, you stick around till the end, and you're a YouTube member, or not a member, excuse me, a YouTube subscriber, you can win yourself some Polymaker filament. Quinn, we can't hear the stream nor the music. Brian's saying loud and clear. There's no music in the intro. Okay. I don't know. Keep letting me know. Maybe there's something else going on with the sound. I did have to do a bunch of updates to OBS. To pretty much all the streaming apps required an update. So I'm I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of nonsense going on. So definitely let me know. But let's see who we got in here. We got Filter. Hope family's good. They're good. Thank you. Wickallen on all the platforms. Quinman, of course. Tulsa, what's happening? Lamrith, are we there yet? Yeah, we are now. Brian, Martin, the Shrimp Father, what's up? Mike, how are you, Mike? Tin Talon, what's happening? Fun, yeah. Short and fun, yeah. I went to 3D Printopia. That was an absolute blast. I have a bunch of footage and video. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. Sneezing. I typically do a edit like as fast as I can, and put it up. But it's never been the most popular thing on the channel. It does get the usuals, like the usual people that watch my stuff. So I'm thinking of maybe splitting into two things. One is making an actual like edited video about my experience building the Death Racer, because that was my personal like main thing for the event and getting ready for the event and all that stuff. So the Death Racer, all that stuff, and I can kind of combine footage that I took before, during, and at the event, and make a video for that. And then I'm thinking of breaking up all the cool things that I saw at 3D Printopia, maybe into either A, shorts, or B, a members video, a member only and Patreon video, to kind of give back. And because I feel like the people that would be most interested are the Patreon members and the members of the channel. It's like my interests. It's not necessarily anything useful for the channel. So I'm thinking about doing that type of thing. Let me know what you guys think about that. You're the first really to hear about it. I'm just kind of speaking out loud, so let me know. Hey, Nigel. Hey, Timur. How you guys doing? Zumi, what's happening? How did the Death Racer do? The Death Racer itself did great. I think I made a mistake Did the audio just die? Oh, no. I think I made a mistake choosing to do tank steer and then also only practicing it like for a day or two. Because to make intentional moves, especially when things are like happening, you don't want to be thinking about the controls. And I was thinking about the controls. They did a new thing where there was an obstacle course and you got to like drive against other people, but through an obstacle course. And I won my first one on Saturday, and then the second one I didn't win, but I also didn't lose, so that was good. So I kind of had the controls down, but I could notice, especially during the deathmatch moments, where I'd be like, oh, in my head, I'm like, you know, something's coming this way. Oh, it'd be cool if I like go around them, and I have to like split, you know, think about how to do that on the controls, especially when the thing's facing like at you or sideways, and that kind of takes away from performing well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm either just going to practice it more, or I'll switch it to the up down is forward and backward and left to right is steering, and have it mixed like everyone else. I just thought that the tank steer would be fun and kind of bring me back to my childhood with that mutator, the RC mutator. So, and it did. It did. Nico, what's happening, man? You got better by day 2. Yes, Mike. I did get better and felt better on it, but it was still the same. Like it was still, it was still like that. And I drove into people's weapons repeatedly. They'll be like, all right, it'll be like, go. I come out there, it's full confidence. I can even like do a couple things, and then I would just drive into somebody's weapon. That's what I was doing out there. So that's a little bit of a bummer. You did build a dragster? I thought about it. Who won the Death Racer? I don't remember who won on the first day, but on the second day, Austin won. Hedgehog. Zombie Hedgehog. Austin won on day 2. I think day 2 was like the Snapmaker machine, not the U1. The other Snapmaker. Unless it was the U1, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was a 3-in-1 machine, like the A250 or whatever. And the first one was a Prusa Core 1, but I don't remember who won that one. Oh, Austin won the Core 1. Tulsa, were you there? And did I see you? Unless you were just watching recaps and stuff. How do you know? Barbie won obstacle day 1. Yes. Barbie won obstacle. I like won my heat. Oh, that was against you, Mike. Right? Was it me and you? Yeah. Because your controls were messed up just like mine, because like your wheels were backwards. So I won that one, but I didn't win the whole thing. I watched a stream. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, okay, so he won the Core 1, and someone else won the Snapmaker. Yeah, backwards wheels. Yeah, it was cool to see as soon as you put them back, just how it drives. That thing is so cool. I definitely want to make one. Want to make one of those for sure. Those are really cool. But I have some goodies to try today, guys. This is a bit random. But Duran from Ibos brought me some gifts. So during the show, I lent them both of my AMS units. In return, as you can see, I have another heater here, the double option. And if you can see by the clear, I have a prototype unit of their injection molded version of the lid, which is really cool. So I'll have more of that to check out. This is a video that I'm going to be working on, comparing it to the Sunlu AMS heater that's right there. But Duran from Ibos hooked me up with a little care package for helping them out. This is some green tea from China, which I have steeping right now. So we got some green tea. Looking forward to trying that. I am probably melting this PLA. Let's see. Yep, it's warped. That's okay. That's just fine. And he also brought me this. I have no idea what this is, but he said it was alcohol. It says 52%. Okay. I didn't realize that. So we're going to be trying that. I don't know what this is. There's no like label on there. There is, I guess, this. Anybody know what this says or want to translate it or look it up or something? Before I just go ahead and dive into this. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Hey, Alice. Hey, I see a gifted membership up there. Let me scroll up. Hey, Ali, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. And Timur, welcome to being a member. Fantastic. Welcome. Thank you. Place to put your tea. That's right. How are you doing today? I'm great. Even better knowing there's kind people like you in the chat. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm assuming it's sake, but I don't know. 104 proof. Yes, and this is so I brought it down here because Creality last year gave me an entire tea and coffee set. So I finally get to utilize it like for real. So I got a Creality kettle set and cups here, and a gift from Ibos. So sake will suck it too. Is it sake? I don't know. Chinese for your last week. That's a nice gift. Very nice gift. Yeah. Yeah. So last year, I helped Creality bring stuff to their booth, and they borrowed my K1 and all kinds of stuff. And that was their thank you. They gave me a gift. And then Ibos did the same thing. Very, very kind to them. I should have probably got some paper towels, but so let's see here. Let's see if I put enough in there. So one way to do it is to pour a full cup and then pour it back on top and let it steep some more. I'm actually going to put just a little bit more in there. I typically like a somewhat strong tea. And I know this is supposed to be pretty light green tea, but it is what it is. And let me get a paper towel so I can clean this up. So I figured before we get into the build, let's enjoy the gift from Ibos and the gift from Duron. Nice guys over there at the Ibos booth. Really enjoyed hanging out with them and talking to them. So he told me if I was gonna drink this on the live stream, which is what I told him. He said tell him in advance. I couldn't tell him in too much of advance. I told him this morning, which is I guess their nighttime, right? So I don't know if they'll be in here or not. Hey Iceman, how you doing? But it is what it is. Oh, and the chocolate. This is my daughter's softball team is selling these, so we bought a few of these, so I'll be trying some of that. Isn't sake Japanese? Right, it is. It is. That's what I'm saying. I don't really know what it is. Text to speech. Maybe something on my phone. Let's see if there is a Google Translate on here. I'm gonna search for Google Translate and see if there's a picture. Okay, there is. Let's see how that does. Oh, I gotta download an app, of course. I bet it's gonna make me sign in too. Okay, so it doesn't let you do it through. Doesn't let you do it through Safari. Okay. All right, it's installing. It's almost there. Gotta pour the tea from high up. Right, Mark. The ceremony demonstrating during cultural events in college was a member of Chinese students in my school. Yeah. Right. They do that in all. I'm originally from Uzbekistan. They do that kind of thing too. All right, let's see. Search, allow. Don't allow notifications. Please don't send me anything. Notifications are turned off. Yeah, don't send me anything. All right, let's do photo. Continue. Let's see if I can translate any of this. search. Okay, so it says the image shows. Oh, I'm not gonna even try to read that, but it says Ren Sheng Wu Fu Hai Ju. I don't. I'm gonna offend people. I'm not gonna do that. It's a type of Chinese liquor. It's a strong aroma. Traditional Chinese distilled spirit. It's made by Sheed Spirits. Alcohol content is 52% by volume. Package indicates it is a non-sale item. Cool. Well, that's nice. Is there... Oh, about this image, is there like a... Can I do translate? All right, Google Lens is... Oh, here we go. Translate. Here we go. Okay. This bottom part where my thumb is says have to, and the top part says tongue. This says Luzao flavored liquor and solid state liquor. 5 blessings in life. Alcohol content 52. Jinde liquor. Oh, there's a ton on here. Hold on, let's go. All right, it's made from 6 kinds of food. It says rice, wheat, corn, and barley, and it's seasoned with tea, soy sauce, and soy sauce. Okay. It has a refreshing and long-lasting electric style. It looks like it's made from rice and corn and barley. So rice, corn, rice, polished rice, wheat, corn, barley. Okay, cool. And drinking this can be harmful to your health, it says. So that's also good. Shederan Wafu wine. Okay, so it's some kind of wine. But maybe, I don't know. It could be wrong. Great. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, hold on. What's this panel? Oh, it's this way. There we go. Giving up. Oh, there we go. Giving up is a fortune. Being willing is a kind of happiness. Giving up is a state of mind. Being willing is a kind of responsibility. Giving up is a blessing. Good fortune, good. Very good. Good stuff. This is good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's see what I missed looking at all this. Oh, did you ever print with a soap filament? No, I got even closer. It's actually loaded into a printer, but I still haven't printed with it. I just been way too busy, man. Really, way too busy. I haven't done any like projects outside of the Death Racer and getting ready for this event, and then just life in general. So, I sent her some money for a couple bars. So I set aside a couple bars of the almond aside. Oh, that's so kind, Zumi. We'll talk about that later. Message me on Discord. But that's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Hey, Kegel, how you doing? 3D Medic, nice talking to you, man. I met 3D Medic on the second floor of 3D Printopia. We had a good chat. I checked out all the things he brought. We talked about the Core 1 a bunch. That was fun. Thank you, sir. Thorpe, what's happening? Hola. Another CG, what's happening? Hey, what's up, 3D&T? Of course, Dave and Terry were there, and they were kind of one of the anchors there for me. Whenever I felt weird, out of place, I just went to their booth and hung out with them for a little while. So thank you, Dave, for giving me a little place to kind of stay for a little bit and walk around, and always offered me a place to put my stuff down, and I appreciate you, man. Thank you. What are we drinking here? I got some gifts from Ibos. So we got some green tea in my Creality kettle. We got some, I'm guessing, a rice wine, a Chinese rice wine that we're going to be sampling before this build and maybe during. It's 52%. So we'll be checking that out. Let's see if we got enough in there. Did you give away all your maker coins? I gave away a little bit more than half of my maker coins. Funny story about that, actually. obviously I didn't have a booth or anything. I just kind of came there and, just to hang out and take video and whatnot. But I also brought my trucks. On one day I had the yellow truck towing my Death Racer. On the second I had my brown truck towing the trailer with my Death Racer. And that was really fun, actually. But I didn't really have a place to put it the rest of the convention. And towards the side there, I saw these tables. And K2 Kevin, I was like, hey, Kev, look, I can just put one of these tables up. He's like, we're doing it. We're putting up a table. So against their will, Kevin and I put up a table, and I just put my stuff there, and I put a whole bunch of my coins on the table. And yeah, every time I came back, it was empty. So a bunch of people took my coins from my super makeshift random wooden table booth. Oh, man. So good stuff. I tried to enter, said my email was already used. OneRaz, I'm not sure. I heard people having problems if they have a VPN. So I would check that. Make sure you don't have one. Do you have a model in mind? Well, first things first, I'm printing a Benchy regardless, because it's soap Benchy, that's happening. But no, I don't have anything specific. I wish it was pink. If it was, then I would have had a fun model to do, but mine's blue. Anyway, yeah, and for what's left is it looks like we are on number 7. I don't know how many there are, but we're on number 7, so it looks like we're gonna be already adding the side panels and then the top panels back screen, and then we should be good. So hopefully we can maybe get it done today. I gotta move already because it's already been half hour just chatting, right? Print a bar soap, easy peasy, right? Oh, Shrimp Father, yeah, yeah. Keep us updated on that. That's a bit unfortunate. Wishing her good luck there. All right, let's see if this tea might just be light in color. Let's see what it is. It smells good. It smells pretty potent. Let's see if I burn my entire face. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't need to put any more in there. It's pretty strong. It's very light in color, as you can see, but definitely really strong in flavor. This is delicious. Yeah. For what it looks like, like I had to go and ask him. I'm like, hey, Duran, listen. What is that? Because it looks like pine trees or something. Not pine. Yeah, like pine. They're like long. I've obviously made plenty of loosely teas, but I haven't seen one like this before. Had one like this, so it's pretty unique. And there's no labels or anything on that box. I'm a little teapot. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So who else do you guys know that has a Creality teapot up in this? I guarantee you there isn't too many folks with that. That's a unique piece right there. I'm pretty proud of this sucker. Creality icky? They're not icky. Come on. They have their own town. You should print your maker coin, but with the details raised as a soap model. Not a bad idea. Yeah, make my own soap. I like that idea. Ibos tea. Yep. Thorpe's favorite tea and brand. All right, the tea is great. Here, I'll pour some more out here so that it doesn't steep more, and so that I have some to drink at will. Here, we can put this back over here. That thing's definitely warped and melted. That's okay. And now, let's give this another little sip. Ooh, that's good. It's very strong in comparison to what it looks like. Delicious. All right, let's try this. Let's get this going. Does it unscrew? Okay. Woo! Very sweet smelling. Why is this so blown out? First of all, I need 4K image. Let's reduce some of this. It looking crazy over there. And that's too dark. All right. Nope, that's back to how it was, isn't it? All right, there we go, like that. A little bit more natural color. All right, let's check this out. All right, there's no color, and the lid is like a special pour type situation. It smells very, not fruity, but fruity. It smells like what's that one fruit that's all spiky? Like a dragon fruit? Something like that? All right, let's give it a go. Ooh! Oh my god. Yep. Yeah, that's dangerous. My lord. Very sweet, super strong. Does kind of has this coat an effect that goes down warm all the way down, kind of like whiskey does. But obviously this is not whiskey. This is it's a very sweet, I'm guessing kind of like sake, I guess. I mean, the ingredients are rice related, so rice wine. Ooh, man, that hits. Shoo. Okay, that's a oh, that tastes like I can go blind. That's something you got to get used to. Yeah, okay, delicious, but definitely very unique. I feel a bit attacked. Let's go back to the tea. Yeah, the tea is great. Wow. Well, let's hope I can make it the rest of the stream. Duran, I know you're gonna be watching this later. Maybe you'll even hop in. I don't know if you guys are off on vacation or what it is, but I really appreciate the gift. It was a very nice gesture. Like I said, I really enjoyed talking to you. And just yeah, it was nice to meet you in person. And I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's move these things. I'm gonna have to eat some chocolate or something to get through this. I'm not sure if it's not aftershave. Yeah, it's one of those. It's very, very potent and strong. Hey, Akon, how you doing? Maker Viking, what's up? Chug? No, I'm not chugging that. No chance. There we go. That's a familiar taste. I wonder how you're actually supposed to drink this stuff. Are you supposed to drink it on ice? Is this a slow thing? Is it a shot? If any of you guys know about this, I would really appreciate it. Is it supposed to be chilled, you know? You're starting to lose your train of thought? I never even had my train of thought. It's 10 o'clock. I haven't even started the build. Eat some bread. Soak it up. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. All right, one more little sip, and then we're out of here. My God, it's just really strong, really potent aroma of this like fruity floral, but it attacks you. It's very different than anything else I've drank. It's also dry. Like right now, I just had a big gulp, but it's very dry. There's nothing left in there. Very interesting beverage. I don't know what it is. Probably sip being the potent, yeah, for sure. Consistent. Caboose. Very good. All right. Well, the stream can be either long or short, depending on what happens with all this with the alcohol here. I accidentally set the speed to 0.05, and it sounded like you're really drunk. First of all, I really want to see how I just described that whole thing of me drinking this. I want to see that in 0.5. Oh my god. Stronger than horse milk. Yeah, it's definitely more potent than horse milk. That's good stuff, guys. That's good stuff. All right, let's do something with this thing. This thing right here, or else we'll never get started. I'm getting secondhand. Even better. That means you're enjoying the stream. Good, I'll take it. All right, y'all. So here's the state of the Core 1. It's almost done. It's almost kind of like a tease. Also, I talked to 3D Medic about their newly updated belt tension system that they have. So they do a lot of automated things to help you tune the machine. Oh, also, that reminds me, the last time I was on stream, I was trying to make sure that my racking was straight, and I was just being an animal and trying to force it, and I broke the idler. I found the idler online, I printed in PPSCF, I put it in there. I didn't have any PSCF handy. So PPSCF it is. I put it back on there, I strained everything out, and now it racks absolutely perfectly. I did put some tension on there, but we'll tune that out later. So I saw an ad for goat milk the other day. A real ad. Made me think of all of us. This is a very unique situation in the stream. If a goat milk commercial. First of all, the fact that there's a goat milk commercial, and then it makes you makes you think of us. I think we're doing something correct. I was gonna start crying till truths. I love you, man. Fall asleep. Yeah, a couple more of these bad boys, and all of that is happening in that order. I like the tea though. The tea is good. Let me start my fan because I'm already getting hot, and more importantly, this thing's broken, and I can never get it started. There we go. Sometimes I have to use my my little flipper device. Hey Kenneth, how you doing? Camera, are you not following me? It wasn't. Okay, now it is. Horse milk cures everything. Yeah, cuts, bruises, egos, anything. Interesting stream. Wild. Wild. All right, let's get something going. All the boxes are over there. I'll grab them as I need them. The tools are kind of here in front of me. I do need this tool, so let's get that out. The Hoto snap block driver here. So good. All right, so we need to get the sheet metal side, the right side, out of Metal Parts 2-3 package, and I don't believe I've opened that before. So let's get that. So this is MK4S leftovers, electronic fasteners, printed parts, Core XY, metal 2-3. All right, now that's a heavy box too. Gotta hand it to their packaging. The packaging is beautiful. How do I know which one is which? I don't know. This one has stuff in there and a grommet. Okay, so this is it. What's this? Oh, that's on magnets. Okay. I was wondering why. How is it stuck in here like that? That has some magnets to it. That can kind of stay there for right now. SV08. I don't know. I never had an SV08, so it couldn't have been that for me. I had a SV06. All right, and then we need the 8mm farty screws, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, spool holder, but that first we need the right one of these. I believe it should be this one, T8. It is. Okay, T8, that goes there. Let's get the printed part. And Mike, obviously, I know I already said this to you, but it was very nice hanging out and hanging out with you there at 3D Printopia and doing the death race amongst you. Slash off to your side. The whole thing was just a good time. When I went up to check out the upstairs area, I think you were downstairs, so I didn't get a chance to chat with you at your booth, but it was a printer review stream. Don't remember the printer, but I remember the Horde milk. Horse milk. Yeah, it was. I don't remember the machine either, but that was a good time. Feder touched my racer. I did. So did a lot of other people. The fact that your racer kept doing the side, the little side ride, was a pretty good time. I haven't put my wheel back on. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of dropped everything there. I haven't even unpacked the little bag I had. I need to speak with the manager. Isn't that just Terry? Place a spool holder in the middle of the sheet. Okay. While keeping the holder in the position, secure using the screws. All right, that should be nice and easy. So this is up. This has a lip going up. So it should be this way. Wow, all the noises. There it goes. I knew it. Because mine is mine. I think it was pretty cool, Dave, that you guys had your booth next to Austin and Liz and Kev. It was cool because that, you know, I kind of know you guys together. Like I met all of you around the same time, and it was just neat that you guys were together. You didn't happen to get? Did you guys choose that in any way, or that's just luck? Did you check out the Hack Club table? One kid had designed his own printer. Another designed a desktop recycler. No. No, that doesn't sound familiar. Was that the same kids that made like that robot that drove around that had an arm, like a scissor arm that went up and down? I might have just not looked at that particular portion. All right, we did that. Now it looks like we need handles. I saw those earlier. They were next to them. Ah, no, I guess I didn't pay close enough attention. All right, so we got 2 of these handles. I'm guessing they're handles. And... oh, just one of them? Set aside 1. Okay. 1. And we need 2 of those 8mm screws. Got them. We need a collet. And a small PTFE tube. Interesting. Where's the collet? And fasteners? Yes. All right, collet. And small PTFE tube. Do not see. PTFE tube is in Core XY and hinges. Okay. Yes, it is. Hey, Mr. Scary, how you doing? Have you not been able to get the +4? Have not been able to get the +4 to recognize the Ace Pro. I think I may have to include Ace CFG in the printer CFG file. When I tried, Clipper crashed. All right, so what you can do with that, there's several ways to add that file in. Hey, camera, what are you doing? One of the easiest ways is to just, so in Clipper, make a new file. Like in that file system, you click New, name it ace.cfg, and copy everything from the ace CFG into that file. And then in printer CFG, either on the very top or the very bottom, make a little statement that says include, the little bracket, include, space, and then ace CFG. Wow. And then the bracket on the end. So that will basically include that file into your printer CFG. So that's how I would attempt to solve that. Okay, so we got all of those things. And then it says nylon rivet 11. Okay, we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But yeah, I'm living vicariously through you, Mr. Scary. Like I said, I am hoping to do a similar thing, just on a different machine. All right, so the collet goes inside of that on an angle. Okay. Popped right in there like it was designed for it. Push it all the way in, sure. Okay. Place the right side metal sheet. Ensure the U-shaped cutouts are upwards. Okay. Attach the right handle to the metal sheet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, what? So this is gonna go. By the way, have I mentioned this thing's getting heavy? So this is gonna go here. Okay. place this thing on the right side. Okay. Attach the right handle to the right metal sheet metal. How do we do such thing? Is it like this? Yes, it looks like it's like that. And this thing. Place the right side sheet metal assembly on the right side of the printer. Ensure the U-shaped cutouts are facing upwards. All right, we done did that. All right, hardware's through. So that will go. Of course, I dropped it. And that screw went bye-bye. That screw went bye-bye. And then something about this. Oh, that gets screwed right there. Okay. All right, hold on. I gotta look for the screw. I have a feeling it went underneath of this printer. Of course. Of course it did. Nope, it went into the box. We got it. Make sure you put it on backwards after you find the screw drop. Yeah, right. That's what's gonna happen, because that's the correct order of events. All right, so screw. Ugh, the screw is very awkward to put in. Specifically because of the awkward angle on the handle. All right, so it's saying put this thing here, but then this thing is going to go somewhere here, and somehow with a third or fourth hand, you're going to screw that into the sensor. This is some wild stuff right here. How is that even gonna work? Okay, that's one. This is probably the most awkward part of the entire install. Okay, got that. And got that. Okay, so this should all be hanging out in here. And this is nicely tucked away. Okay, so it's awkward to put on, but it actually hides it in there really, really well. Okay. So we did that. Push this through. Attach the side filament sensor. Okay. Do not pull the side sensor too far. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because the when this PTFE tube comes out, you're taking apart that whole shebang just now. Okay. Taking the screw just lightly. The nuts must be free to move. Align the side filament sensor with the front screw. In the metal and the handle. Okay. Using the second screw, secure the right handle. Okay, I did that. Secure the side sheet metal to the printer using 11 nylon rivets. Insert the short PTFE tube into here. Okay. All right. So where are the rivets going? Oops. I see. Also, a very interesting part of the install is these. Everything's attached with these. And I'm guessing these work well enough not to vibrate everything, huh? definitely a very unique machine. Very unique machine. There's no chance anyone's calling this a clone of anything. This is a fresh Prusa design. That's for sure. All right. Neat, neat, neat. Yeah, my coffee was way too sweet. It's much better now. Let's have a little bit more tea. If I start seeing stuff randomly or saying gibberish, you guys know why. This should be here, let's see the height I can get. Okay. There you go. How'd I do? Hey JP, how you doing? Cheers. Ooh, it's even better hot. Good tea. Now we gotta pee. Did you guys hear that whole thing? Hey, Zoomy with the $2 donation. Buy yourself something pretty. Well, that's very nice of you. I appreciate that, Zoomy. Thank you. You're very kind. Buy yourself something pretty. I will. That's good. You know what I'll do? I'll buy some candy corn. I'll buy some candy corn. Candy corn season, y'all. Who you calling nerd? Yeah, that's right. Easy, JP. You should be able to finish that liquor now. Yeah, true. I wonder if it goes well with gummy bears. All right, now we get the other side. Let's get the handle. The other metal piece that's in here. Oh, this part's even heavier. That's just a little bit neater. And send her down her merry way. Stuff we can put right here. All right. Only 3,192 more new for a new HD. Yeah, that's right. I hate not being in first place. Hey, you know what? Keep doing it, and maybe it'll work. But I agree. When I come into other chats and other servers and stuff, when I'm not number one, I do have a similar feeling. We got a hot steam pressed apple cider. Nice. I haven't had a hot apple cider in a long time. You can let the gummies soak, dissolve in the sake, maybe. Oh, maybe, yeah. That thing looks like my oil pan. Yeah, at least the drain. At least the oil drain. Good stuff. All right, and then we need 2 of those screws, right? 8 mil, 8 mil, and then 11 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, let's do it. Wow. Ooh. That hits like a ton of bricks. My God. Woo! Lord have mercy. And I'm a whiskey guy. That's a totally different situation right there. All right, do a little spinneroo for us. Look how clean it is back there. Looks so nice. Seagram's Crown Apple and hot apple cider, preferably with mulling spices. Nice. That sounds good. This is gonna be the best stream ever. I am not drinking more than that in there. That's too much. It's really, really, really potent. Like, I'm serious. All right, so this looks like it's just going to screw into here instead of passing through like on the other side. Yep, that's correct. The question is it this direction that I put it in? Or the other direction? Nope, that's correct. Okay, good. And then we put it on and rivet it in. What's it like to take these rivets off? Seems like it'd be a problem. Yeah, I guess I need to buy another bag. That's right. Yep. Yeah, like on the Voron, if you got VHB tape, that's one thing. But most of the time, they're like quick releases, You kind of rotate something typically and take it out. But this is a little bit different. I guess you're not really taking these panels off for anything. Unless what, you're like doing a rebuild or something? They can be removed easily enough. Oh, okay. I'm assuming you've done it. They do pop out on the other side, so I'm guessing I would just be able to push on it from the other side and it would pop right out. And I'm also sure that there's some kind of printable tool. I recommend printing the hinge top mod on printables, though. Oh, okay, so there is a tool. Look at that. Okay, good. Hinge top. Okay, so for the top glass part, I see. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that there's an MMU thing that happens at some point. I know, obviously, it sounds like they're going to be doing a tool changer, but that could be, that could be a whole year or longer, depending on how long they've had that in the bag, Prusa is going to take their time. They're not going to release a product that's not ready, so... But yeah, obviously, this machine almost not requires, but it calls for an MMU. The problem with their MMU is it's a bit messy. I think they all know it by now. Like, that was one of the first ones ever. And no one really recognized it in the same way, because it wasn't packaged real pretty. There's 5 spools on the outside over here on rollers. They go out to the other side. There's a huge spool on the side with, what they call, like a buffer thing, and there's a box on the top. It just, it's not as clean as just sitting a thing and putting some filament in it. But there is some mods for that. So I got to look into all this stuff. There's a lot to learn about this machine and just its setup. Whoops. Here we go. Looks like we are on the gummies. And we are now doing a row, the 6th row, which looks like is 5. And I was gonna put one into the liquor, but it's already so sweet. I don't think I'll be able to do it. Snort the gummies. Does that help me consume them faster? Congratulations, you've successfully assembled the entire body. Let's move on to the next chapter. Nice. I'm happy with that. All right. I believe these parts are over here. This is labeled as Plexi set. They should be special. Yeah, I know, Burn, right? All right. Here's our little slider on top. Here's the first piece. Top cover, bent cover. M3 by N, not 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. Zoomy should send you some. Hey, Alex, how you doing, man? And we need 4 riv nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We need the insulating insert times 3, found in the electronics and fasteners package. What does that look like? Oh. Yeah, the alleviate stress of assembly. That's right. What are we cooking? Yeah, we have a Core 1 conversion. So this was originally a Mark 4S, and now it's a Core 1. And it looks like we're kind of on the finishing touches, which is pretty nice. Can't wait to see this thing go. The machine does not look like it was started. Right, right. All right, so it looks like those little gray pieces are not gray anymore. Looks like they're black. And we were also trying some Chinese treats that I got as a gift from Printopia, from Ibos. One was this Chinese liquor that's very strong, and there is also green tea. And I have it in my Creality tea kettle. That was also a gift. So we're just we're drinking Chinese treats while building a Prusa. It's very awkward and weird. Things that don't really go together. But I also just had some gummy bears, so who knows? Who knows? All right. Then we need some locking nuts. We need 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And some 10 RTs. 1, 2. How many? 3? 3 of those. All right, that should be all the hardware we need. Makes for a good time, right? But can you put a Spanish mustache on that printer and call it Por Juan? Top tier joke. Top tier. Very good. Gummy bears were invented in Bonn, Germany. Were they? I thought I just saw something on this. I thought it was America, but I guess not. It wouldn't be. All right, first let's protect. Let's remove the protective foil here. Come on. Bada bing. Bada boom. Nope, Germany. Cool. What was her name? They had some kind of name. And they like... What was the story? It was something like they tried many, many times and it didn't work or something, or... Hey, Spectra, how you doing? Core 1 is looking good. It is a good-looking machine. And it's the part that I was just talking about is it doesn't feel or look like anything else. It's very easy to call machines a clone nowadays. Like my comment section tends to blow up with the clone conversation, no matter what machine you show. But there's no chance anyone's calling this thing a clone. Almost 11? Yes, that's right. I only start these things at about 9:30 and usually finish between 12 and 1. $19.22, wow. Back in the day when PCs were clones, if they weren't a brand name, right. Well, even brand names now get called clones. Lay down the PC cover. All right, looks like we're bringing the table down because I can't get to the top. We still got the screen to do, too. All right, so it looks like a lot of static. This is... Ow, and I just got electrocuted. This is going to go this way. Yes. All right, that gets laid down. That little part forward, cool. Sure thing, got that oriented. Oh, were we supposed to put the rivet nuts on? No. Lay down the top cover onto the printer. The part with the vent opening should be oriented towards the front to orient correctly. Yeah, sure. Yep, got it. It's not symmetrical. Yes, I learned that. All right, run all three through the insulation. All right. That's one. That's two. Wish I had glass. Yes. Dying light. Is that a good? Is that good? Is that any good? I've never tried it, but I've only seen it. Wish I had, yeah, glass would be nice. That's for sure. Are all the printers you have just for fun and education? Yes. I mean, I occasionally do paid things. Like I've done paid projects for companies and printed things, but no, they're mostly for the channel. Mostly for education purposes to show you guys and teach you guys and show what's good and bad about all these machines. All right, so it looks like we're going to be using the pliers. Glass is so much easier to clean. Yeah, so there is a bunch of talk about that. And every time I've mentioned in a printer review that I really enjoy that there's glass involved, and because it feels nice and feels expensive. Because to me, feel is huge. It's, you know, I'm in the user experience world and have been for many years, and it's just an important thing to me when things feel a certain way, because they're part of the entire experience. And every time I mention that in a review, someone in my comments mentions that, you know, it doesn't mean anything, and then they back it up with the fact that glass isn't as good of an insulator as plastic. So if it's specifically meant to keep as much heat in as possible, then they always say that the plastic would be functionally better. So as far as function is concerned, I think the plexi is actually technically better than glass. But as far as user experience is concerned, and the fact that you paid so much money for a machine, that part, the user experience part, always wants me to say glass is better. Are you gonna slap the index on that thing? I would love to. I would absolutely love to when it's possible at all. Obviously, we've seen the teasers and all that stuff, so we'll see. I'm not sure how all that's gonna play out. And how many? I don't know. I'm not sure. All of them? I would put all of them on there. If possible. How many? Yes. I feel like this part right here could have been a little bit more clever, maybe. And a little bit more... intentional isn't the right word, but... don't I have a better tool for this than scraping everything? I do. I have this. Okay, that's better. There we go. Okay, and there's no handle for that? You just have to kind of reach in with your hand and use the screws? Moving the screws with your hand. I mean, yeah, that works, but... Okay, I guess. That needs like some kind of 3D printed knob or something. Depends who's paying the electric bill. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, it's something like that. Something like that. Yep, always a giveaway. So, Polymaker gives away a spool or several, depending, of filament at the end of the stream. There is a pinned comment in the chat on Kick, on Twitch, and on YouTube. So feel free to jump in on that. You have to be a YouTube subscriber. And, of course, you have to be present to win. All right, so that's up there. I'm guessing now we are going to just strap this thing down with these 4... Yes, right here. We're going to secure them with the nylon clips here. Oops. Zumi, I am very slowly... Oops, I totally put those into the wrong sections. Also, why did it let me? Okay, they are somewhat easy to take off. You're gonna have to push up from the bottom and pull up from the top there. Yeah, I can see why some kind of hinge would be nice here. Okay, this one is messed up. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2. Hey, Petty, how you doing? Glass is better. Does the sun feel hot coming through glass more than plexiglass? Your car gets hot in the summer. When you get hotter with plexiglass windows, I think it's so that it lets more out. Like, that's what it is. Like, it's more transparent or something like that. So it's less insulating. So the heat would come out more. It would be held in less. But it doesn't matter. I still prefer glass if it's something that I'm handling every day, you know? Zoomy. I tossed the hinge top, Mom. The Discord stream chat. Nice, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. All right, so we get the side covers now. What's the side covers? Where? Oh, like there's... What do you mean? Oh, I see. Up here. All right. Hey, Adam, how you doing? Yes, and nice to finally put the face with the name and the icon. That's hilarious, because I've seen you in person for years, and obviously we've talked here and there, and I know your icon and your name, but those to me were totally separate. I never put them together. So yeah, nice to meet you, legitimately now. That's kind of funny. Sorry, man, I'm super visual. Nothing personal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, where are we putting this? All right, remove the covering. I like how easy theirs is. It's not like the Voron kits, that's for sure. Remember that one time for those OGs? I think it was the Trident. When it came time to do the FISA Trident sides. That took ages. I had so much trouble. Wait till we have to do the ANET A8 ones. Those things might just stay brown. And yes, that machine is still on the table for a build. All right, which one are we doing? Looks like this. Yep, very nice. Okay, yep, sure. Yep, gotcha. And all right, 5 of these, huh? I am noticing just how much of a fingerprint magnet these panels are. Not that all glass surfaces aren't, but because these are dark. Also, this is kind of funny. You guys see the reflection of me in there wearing the Prusa hat? Wow. Scripted. Come on. There we go. It just winked at me. Yeah, me too. I love the weight of this. Gotta say, it looks much lighter than it is. I mean, yeah, right. Yeah, it looks much lighter than it is. It's very heavy. Very dense. It feels dense. And that's actually a good thing in a printer. Like Chucky. Come on. There we go. Oh. Some of these clips don't want to go in. All right, that one ain't gonna work. Hopefully they give us a couple extras. When I built my rep box and then added the light kit. So many fingerprints. Yeah, you can get an idea of them. I believe that. I believe that. I gotta go get my little fingerprint rag thing that I have over here specifically for that. I have one for like oils, one for dusting, one for build plates. Oh man, the static. You guys can't see this obviously, but that's making all my hair stand up. That's gonna be fun to plug in. It looks very industrial, yeah. Yeah. Stereoplexy wrong and a scratch is also fact. Gives them circle marks. Alright, so we did both sides. Alright, we're on to the screen. Let's rotate this thing back around. Alright, so the screen, I'm assuming we still use the same screen from the Prusa MK4S. Oof, I just, I'm sure you guys love to know this. I just burped up some of that liquor. That stuff is very potent. I kind of want to know what the proper way to drink it is. I have a feeling that drinking it neat is not ideal. I have a special claw just for build plate cleaning. Yeah, me too. How far along are you in the build? I think we're almost done. I think the screen and the door, and we're done. Like, we might be able to boot this thing today. JP. Alright, so, as far as I understand, I think we're using the same screen. So, find out which version of LCD that you have. Okay. You can easily be recognized by the location of the grounding connection. My grounding connection is on the top left. So I have this version that's green. Version A, the grounding point is located top left hole. Yes, I have that one. If you have this version, continue with the next step. Okay. For the following steps, prepare LCD front cover. Okay, so what I did was I left the extruder cover from the Mark 4S on here as an homage to the original machine. My thinking there is people that just bought the Core 1 or even the Core 1 kit won't have this because theirs didn't come from a Mark 4S. So I thought this was a nice little fun touch. But there's also a second one. The second one is the screen from the Mark 4S. The screen case. I guess we'll use the new one just because it uses this interesting little pattern on it that I kind of like. And it doesn't specifically say Mark 4S. So I guess we'll use this one. Alright, that's fine. I use the screen cover from the Mark 4. Yeah, it looks better, I think. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. Let me find it. Let me find it. I have it somewhere over here. I mean, for the sake of cleanliness, this one is a little bit cleaner. G28, M84. Interesting, I never noticed those. That's kind of cool. What do you guys think? You do you? I did not like the pattern. Oh, I specifically like that pattern. It's kind of neat. I like that it's like raised a bit. Yeah, man. I'm thinking maybe we do. I mean, this will be easy to swap at any time. There's really no difference at all. Yeah, I'll do the Core 1 on this one. Oh, you're saying MK4S? Let the Mark 4S get custom on the weekend, custody on the weekends. Nah, you know what? I'm going with my original statement. I like the fact that people with the Core 1 that didn't upgrade theirs aren't going to be able to do this even if they wanted to. And I think that's cool. So we're doing it that way. We're using the old screen cover. That's how we're playing it. All right, we need the 8ST screw. Also, I just realized, why did we need these nuts? That was in a previous, right? That was like way back here somewhere. Where did it call for them? I must have just misread. Yeah, it looks like I just misread. Okay, fine. Hey, what's up, Brian? Hey, that guy makes. What's happening, guys? Does it come with a chamber sensor? I am not sure. I don't think so. I don't think I saw a chamber sensor. Are the screen covers not self-printed anymore? No, they're not. They're legit. They're legit plastic now. But yeah, you can always print them. They're available. Chamber setup between the fans. Is yours made in the U.S.? I'm not sure. Mine was was a pieced kit, so I doubt it was made in the U.S. But it could be. All right, so we have that little thing. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, fasten connector. What are the 3x8 ST screws? Are those separate? Hold on, there's pictures, right? Oh, they're those. They're like the self tappers. Those are in here somewhere. M3x20 RT. They gotta be right here. They probably require PETG. Yeah. That would be a good joke for there it is. I got him right here. For Hero Psycho. Hey Cam, what's up? SGTOM. Why does that sound familiar? Why does that sound familiar? First of all, JP, I see it on Discord. This thing. Okay. How do I make this into something? I need this as a GIF, or I need this on Twitch or something like that, JP. That's amazing. That's so funny. I like that. Love it. Thank you. Oh, okay. Compressor, how you doing, man? So I met Compressor at the end of 3D Printopia. We were about to leave. To go back. And he was like, "Hey, are you 3D Press OS or something like that?" In the parking lot, and we chatted for a little while and had a good convo. What's up, man? Thanks for popping in here, dude. Yeah, he snuck in for sure. Always the case. I hate how long it loads. I love Fusion, but it definitely loads for ages. We were out there so long talking. I was literally falling asleep. I was like, guys, I gotta go. It's been too long. That's funny. Yeah. Good times though. Good times. All right, so we're putting it on the edge like this. And we're putting this down into here. Like that. Yep, okay. And wait, did I miss something? Where's the fasten go? We're not putting that on anywhere? Oh, I see. There'll be an open cover maybe? No. Kind of unusual. Alright, so cover goes on. Fix parts together. Just 3 of these. Okay. Does it tell me where? If you have an older version, no older version. Alright, so we're gonna do the top right. Okay, the bottom right. Okay. And the bottom left. And yeah, I mean, I was asleep less than 30 minutes after that parking lot convo. And yeah. Yeah, that was rough. That was a long day. How many hours you got on conversion so far? You mean how long it's taken me to build? Oof, that's a good question. This is the 5th stream. Streams are usually between 3 or 4 hours, although I do BS and talk a lot. So I wouldn't say it takes the full stream to like build. I would say maybe 2 hours. So 2 times 4, maybe about 8. I would say like 8-ish. You know? Leo didn't come this year. Yeah, neither did Brian. Missed both of them. Both good dudes. Hey, Dale, thank you for subbing to the channel. Appreciate that, and hopefully find some of the things there useful, man. I could be sleeping, but this is much more entertaining. That's a quotable. That's a good shirt. Plan for 12? Yeah. Fact. Alright, so where does this thing go? So we slide it underneath. Interesting tactic. I mean, that works. And let's put that in. All right, we got that. Yep, even, cool. Now we put the knobber on there. Perfect. Of course, we're using the MK4S screen. That's what she said. Sleeping is for school. Facts. Yeah, you do got to get up early, huh? Oh, wait, tomorrow's no school. You're good. You're good, man. School's out. This is the old one. Yeah, so this is the old LCD with the printed cover. Don't need this. We skipping over this. All right, here we go. We're doing this part now. So we need 2 of these nuts. and 2 M6 screws. Wow, we haven't used regular hardware in a minute. Nice. That's probably just a hair not enough sleep, but I shouldn't be talking. I don't sleep much. This part is kind of cool. If it wasn't for Leo and Federer, I wouldn't be Evan Ray of 3D Printing Sunshine that I am today. You're very welcome. I can't take credit for that. That's just how you are, Zumi. You'd be like that regardless of what hobby you were doing. All right, this part. So this is magnets. Fun with magnets. Let's go. What are we doing next? What is that? Oh, we're slipping in some nuts. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy conversation. I need like a flathead. Yeah, we'll all be permanently sleeping at some point, so what's the use of practicing that? Practicing perma-sleep. This is surprisingly difficult. So, Feder, how did you break your screen on your Prusa? Oh, I used the flathead as a chisel. All right, let's see if I can get the other one in there. Yeah, the other one's nice and simple. Yep, that's in there. This one, very tricky. When I only had 14 printers. Yep. The nightmare. Come on. Oh, there we go. Got it. Got that in there. That one was a really hard one to get into this pocket. This one, very easy. This one, difficult. All right, got that. Next, attach them. Do not screw them all the way in. Okay. I'm out of the green you want to see. That's always a nightmare, isn't it? And it was nice talking to you at the event too. That guy makes. All right. Let's see. So magnets upward. This thing this way. Hold it like that. Slide her down. Okay, did that. Sure thing. Yep. Slide that. What? Where am I? What's that? Why? Why? All right, tighten. Definitely one of the highlights of the year. Yep, it is. I just like this design, screen mount design. It's different but functional. Yeah, and it's very simple, right? Like, Simple, functional. This cutout is very interesting, both in the sheet metal and in the plastic. The design of this machine is very refreshing. I didn't realize this whole thing was metal like that, or magnetic like that. It's kind of interesting. All right, so we are gonna face this way, and there's plenty of slack here. So let's get this out of here. All right, let's get this thing on first. Okay, and then this. I'm guessing there's only one way this is going to fit. And that's probably this way, just based on how this cutout is designed. And it looks like I should have done this part, that cable second. That's okay. We've already committed. Okay, and click, click. Okay. And this is just gonna hold on with magnets, huh? Interesting. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that. Why is it on magnets? Why is this part meant to be removed so easily? Interesting. I can see why you liked it. It's definitely different. Do you have to print a lot of parts for the conversion? None. None. They give you everything, and you're actually left with quite a bit of the MK4S parts. And now there is a Voron Core XZ conversion for the leftover parts. So I don't know if you can see back here. Hold on, I'll show you like this. Okay, right there. So the frame, the original frame is left. The bed mount is left. And the X-axis is left. Also, some of the wiring, a bunch of little brackets here and there, things like that are all left over. So you can make it into a completely functional 3D printer and kind of like reuse the Mark IV frame that's so iconic and bring it back to life, which I thought was really cool. So, oh, I see. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Zumi, I didn't do it last time because I was with a huge family group, and breaking away from that didn't feel right, you know? So, but yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Tilt the machine forward, and it would just pop up. I see. So yeah, if you lean it, that's cool. That's good stuff, Wick. Have a good night, Alex. Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you. Prusa wire. Those are the words. Could you tell my brain was moving, but not quite enough? It ended up stalling. Prusa wire. Hey, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Yuri himself, the scanner master. What's happening, man? And it was definitely a pleasure to finally meet you at 3D Printopia. Speaking of which, check this out. Badow. Since you were at the Creality booth. You know? Yoo! Having some Ibos tea from Creality Kettle. Ooh, that's good tea. It's nice you can reuse the parts for another machine. Right, exactly. I thought that was really cool. So there is some leftovers, but it is what it is. I don't know if you guys can tell. I know a lot of people have talked about this, but there is not even a finger enough room in between the frame. Like, this thing uses up the entire space of this machine. Definitely really cool. Definitely. I like that part. Yeah, man. You're over there messing with your super high-tech Creality bits, you know, robots working, all kinds of stuff. Man, I got a tea kettle, bro. That's hilarious. Oh, of course, Spectra. Scavenger hunt. Have to Google. Hey, this happens to me the entire day. I swear. I'm getting old. I can't. I start forgetting normal conversation. Like I'm doing it now. Forgetting normal words in normal conversations. Hey, Bearded, how did I miss you, man? How did I miss you at the 3D Printopia? I even have your token, your coin, but I somehow missed you. Were you not there? Were you there? I don't even know. I thought you were there. I thought I saw your booth. Didn't you have like a setup? What's going on here? I don't even know. Hey, Mr. Walkman. I was at the upper level? I was at the upper level too. What's going on here? I mean, I wasn't like there permanently, but I went up and down. Massive Dummy 13 was up there. Was that just you? I'm just kidding, dude. I'm kidding. Yo, Larry Belair, what's happening? You was hiding upstairs. What's up, man? Nice talking to you at the convention too, dude. And we got to figure out some logistics for that for the unspooled podcast. So definitely hit me up on Discord. We'll have a chat about that. He was hiding behind his beard. I think I'm gonna have to reflash the EMC again. Oh man, that's not good. That's not a good start. But at least you can. At least you can. Yeah, 100. All right, cool. Zoomy. All right, let's keep this party going right here. Let's go. So we got the screen on, and that's cool. Got it. All right, now we got the side door seal. I believe that might be some of the last things in here now. Learning experience to say the least. I'm not learning. I'm learning what not to do. That's okay. That's still learning. That's still learning. All right, we got 2 larger ones and a shorter one. Okay. Seal. Okay. Go next. We're peeling them and putting them. This is right on the front. Okay. Take the shorter seal. Tomorrow's closing in. Yeah, that's right. Hey, for those of you that are sticking around, Polymaker and I run a giveaway on these live streams at the end of the stream, which is, well, the end of the stream is usually 12. At least the contest closes out. I technically go slightly beyond that most of the time. But we're giving away some filament, and to jump in, all you have to do is click that link, get to the gleam.io, sign in. It doesn't matter if you're on Kick. It doesn't matter if you're on Twitch. It doesn't matter if you're on YouTube. Jump into there. The only requirements are that you have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and you have to be present to win the Polymaker giveaway. What did I do wrong there? There's some slight overlap over here that I didn't do. Okay. I thought it was supposed to be even. Let's go right underneath that bolt. Make this as even as possible. Boom, perfect. Okay. I need 3,661 more Prusa meters to redeem a Core 1 from Prusa. Actually, I wonder how many I need too. It's probably a lot. Probably more than that. Those dang Bamboo H2S printers. So tempting. Yeah, they are tempting. But I have a D, so there's no... Not tempting for me, but they're a tempting machine, period. All right, this one just goes down from there on both sides. Yes, okay. Might be asleep. All right, let's see here. I like how perfectly cut these are. All right, do I have to cut it at the bottom there? Looks like I might have to. I'll wait a sec to put this one on. The H2D I have as a beast. Imagine the H2S is equally as impressive performance. Yeah, very similar, except actually a little bit faster, right? It's missing an entire tool head, so or hot end rather. So the tool head's gotta be much lighter. So definitely has some advantage. At least it should in theory. All right, that's looking fantastic. I have to cut just a little smidge off the bottom here. Click. And clip. Okay. Got it. Oops. There we go. Okay, so looks like we need some magnets, some hardware. Let's get it. So we need some of the farty screws. By farty, I mean it's M3.4 RT. Farty. 2 of them. All right, 2 of those. We need 2 of these nuts. Got them. 2 of those magnets. Those are somewhere in a little bag that gets stuck to everything that's separate. There you go. Got them. Right here. And the last printed parts in this box. There's nuts. Yes. It was my first convention like this. There was a lot of people walking around. Hard to notice or talk to anyone. I didn't see you until I was leaving. Got there at 11:30 a.m. Yeah, that sounds about right. You know, and you know, I'm walking around. When I was there, I did the Death Racer stuff, and then I walked around with a camera and just chatted with people. That's literally the entire event. So, and I got there, I guess at 10 both days. Hold on, before I do that, don't want to do that incorrectly. Let's just follow what this thing says. All right, so first we're gonna insert these. So close to getting there for the sparks to fly. Yeah, we are very, very close. Very close. Cleaning things, looking over every once in a while. Power on. All right, there's one. I need 28,749 Prusa meters to be able to get a core 1. Yeah, I'm going to assume mine's in that range as well. The MK4S is looking a little weird to me. That's right. That's right, it's awkward. All right, so insert the magnets into the corresponding pockets. Push them all the way in. Doesn't matter. The orientation of the magnets does not matter. Okay. Let's push them in. There's one. And 2. Okay. Look at this little clever design. Okay. And I'm guessing from the inside of the printer, insert the magnet holder, corresponding to bottom, secure the assembly. Okay. All right, but the screw wants to attach to the magnet instead of go into the hole. There's one. Hey, LTX, what's happening? I can't even get my 3 friends to get that with my models. By the way, I did just release the latest Macro SOS. I spent a lot of work on that thing. Enormous amount of, probably more work than any other project that I've personally done. And it's probably the most under the radar thing I've also done on the channel. I probably need to make some kind of more content on it. But it's a lot. It's a lot. But I did just release it. I was trying to work with PCBWay on getting it made in metal, which I'm not saying it's not, but that's the goal. I want to see that thing printed in metal or CNC'd in metal, and I'm having some trouble. So yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to get that thing in metal. All right, we done did that. What is this? Hinges. Hinges. That's the final box here. It's like we're running out of boxes, everybody. My camera lost me. Yo, camera, what's up? Chuck that over there. Yeah, if you guys have a random boost hanging around, and I'd appreciate it on that Macro SOS version 2 design. I really would. Oh, we need those pins. I remember those pins. They are here. And we also need M35 RT. Really? M35 RT. I have 8. Oh, this is just something I haven't opened. Yep, I see them right here. There's 12 of them in here, so... Coolest thing will be printing tonight. Yeah, I think this thing should be able to, yeah. Alright, how many of these do we need? Oh, just 2, okay. 1 and 2. Alright, let's go. So that's this. Yep, put that through here. Nope. Not that one. Wait, what? Why isn't... Oh, I just needed to push on it a little bit more. Typical. Typical. Okay, got that. The Macro SOS is a tough piece to machine unless the design has been updated since the last time I saw it. I have a large CNC that I run daily. Yeah, it's definitely a tough... I'm not saying it's not. I changed some parts of the design to make it a little bit easier for that type of thing. Like, just went for straight M3... I mean M2 holes with threaded threads in it, because otherwise there's like overhangs that you can't do with a CNC. Just little things like that. But yeah, I am fully aware that it's thin. I'm fully aware, and I have a feeling that it might be a better candidate to be 3D printed in metal. Maybe not CNC, but either way, I want to see it in metal. I know it's possible. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I need to learn CAD. I learned CAD by making projects like this, and I still don't know CAD. Okay, but I know it enough to like make the projects I make. A lot of the times, I'm literally learning while just doing the thing. All right, so how does this work? This door. Oh, so the door hinge triggers that. That's cool. Very smart little design right here. How do you even come up with that? That's genius. All right, so pin just drops in there. I'm guessing I'm doing this correctly. What am I missing here with this pin? Should this go flat? What's going on here? Insert the pin from the top of the door hinge, guiding through. Use tip of needle nose pliers to press the pin securely. That is way too much pressure. Something is not right there. Pull that back out. What's up with that? Let's try this other hinge. Okay, let's try it like this. There it goes. Come on in, hinge. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, got it. That's a nice hinge design. Also unique. Okay, yep, got that. Open that up. Photo hammer time, yeah. Oh, table space. Can't work on it. Hey, just gotta put stuff on the floor. I was on the other side working on a printer. What piece are you talking about, CNC? It's so I made a thing called a macro SOS here. I'll show it to you guys. It's on Maker World only for the time being. Let's see if I can just find it. Macro SOS. So obviously you can't. Why? Wait, whoa. Oh, okay. So this is just more popular, so it pops up. It's this one. This is the V2, the dual screen version. So it's a case that I designed for modifying DS lights. And the cool thing about this one specifically, unlike other ones, is it has a hidden button so that you can switch screens even though you only have one screen. It retains the touchscreen on the bottom, the stock speaker, and I also developed this little bumper that essentially it uses magnets and clamps to the bottom of your console to hide cartridges, because a big complaint I had on the regular ones was that they were snagging, in your bag or in your pocket, whatever, less pocketable. So this still has openings for your volume and your headphone jack, but it allows you to have this nice, easy to hold console all together. So essentially, this design is these three pieces. It's this part for the bumper and this like clamshell case. But it is really thin. It is. I know for a fact it'll be tough to CNC. But like I said, I do have a different version with slightly different internals for submitting that type of thing. This one uses M2 nuts that slide into a channel so that you don't have to use the stock hardware. You use M2 hardware to hold this thing together. So if you have a second to take a look, I'd appreciate it for sure. And obviously I can send different files and whatnot. There is. So the reason why this is V2 is because of all those things that I said. But here, I'll show you V1. So V1 is separate and still totally viable. This one is for people that like just to play their Game Boy Advance games. So this removes the other two buttons. So as you can see, like here, for example, here, can I click on this? It removes the other two buttons. It gives you this shell that goes back to paying homage to the original macro, to the macro advance. It uses both speakers, and it does not retain the touchscreen because the Game Boy Advance doesn't have any touchscreen control. So the cool part about this is you can use either the top screen or the bottom screen. And I made this little hacky how-to on how to do the top screen if that's what you wanted to use here. So this is actually a really cool separate thing. As you can see, this covers a lot of the display because when you're playing advanced games, it actually kind of shadow boxes the original display. So yeah, this is a way to reuse a broken DS Lite and turn it into something else, and allows you to play a bunch of your favorite old advanced games. And kind of just breathe new life into this whole thing. So this thing is still totally legitimate. It totally functions and works. But for those people that want to play some other games and even other consoles like Sega, you need more buttons than 2. And that's where the version 2, I call it dual screen or DS, comes in. The fact that you can switch screens if you want to play DS games. The fact that there's a touch screen for you to play DS games. And the fact that there's more buttons for you to play DS games and other games. So this one is a little bit more advanced. You have to do a lot of stuff. You can also still keep the Wi-Fi. You can keep the microphone. You do lose a speaker here just because there's a lot more inside of there than the other one. But it's less simple. This is a lot more. And then if you want to play advanced games, the screen goes really small on the inside. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Do you currently have any of the Sapphire Macro SOSs? If so, does it have a bumper? The only 2 that I have available in stock, like, you know, I build all these to order, but the only 2 that I have right now in the studio are, so I have this one, the Green and Army, with this beautiful effect. This is a build plate that I tried and it worked out perfectly. So as you can see, this is the first version, and this is before it had magnets in the frame, but still the bumper functions by attaching it to your cartridge. So it's actually held in like that. There, you can see that. So that's that one, and then this one is fully transparent PLA, but when you boot this bad boy up, you have full RGB control. So right now I just have it in purple, but you can obviously set this to whatever you want. And right now it has a Pokemon Emerald in there. So those are the 2 that I have available. 3dprintsos.com if you're interested in picking those up. And I do have a single DS model, but that one's my personal one. It has it even has TV out, so you can use it like a console. You can literally use the audio jack and hook it up to your TV with an HDMI converter, and then use the DS, the macro, as the controller to play games on your TV through an ancient handheld that was destined for trash. It's definitely something I really enjoy doing. That's for sure. I think it's so cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. If I had time to play games, I would make one. You know, these games aren't the type of modern games that you need to put in hours and hours. This is one of those things where you sit down after a long day and throw 15 minutes at it. You know what I mean? It's one of those. You can also play pretty much any single game from any of those consoles that you want with modern cartridges. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I need to add one of those to my display shelf. Yeah, man, out of all the things, actually. Out of all the things, dude. You know, I know you like to build these things and mess with them, but, you know, I can help you out with one of those for sure. Did you ever post your Maker coin online yet? No, I have not. And I have 3 of them now. I have this guy. This one. And a gold version of this as well, but I don't, the gold ones are in that bag. Oh, never mind. I got one right here. Hold on, let it focus. There it goes. Nice and shiny. Sparkly. Those were fun. Love that one. I appreciate that. Blinding lights in your face because you're just too... Yeah, too good for games. I mean, you can turn them down, but lights are always fun. Come on. Plus, it's getting cold. They're like hand warmers. That's sick. Neat project to do for my 7-year-old. Yep, exactly. Yep. Yeah. In fact, I include one. I include one of the Pokemon games in with those things. But yeah, definitely build one. I actually built a yellow one, a black and yellow one for somebody for Pikachu to play the Pokemon Yellow. So, hey Sam, how you doing? Yeah. It's definitely almost ready to go. What's a maker coin? Chip. I don't know. I always say them differently. I call them tokens sometimes by accident. Are they the same model but different colors? The black one and the gold one are, but the white one was different. Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know what that is at all. Right. What's an SASE? What is that? By the way, there's 15 minutes left in the Polymaker giveaway, so if you guys are gonna stick around, definitely check out that link that's pinned in the chat on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. Get yourself in there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as a prerequisite, and then win yourself some filament. Let's see how many of you guys are in there at the moment. So 39 entries, so pretty good chances. Oh, self-addressed stamped envelope. Oh, yeah, of course, man. It's an acronym. I thought it was game related. Hit the like button. Yes, please. I see what you did there. Hold on, Brian. Ready? Wait. Wait for it. Bam. Oh, is it dead? Oh, it died on me. I have the button, the like me button right there. Right there. If you were doing this conversion without the stream pauses, how long do you think it would take? I would say between 6 to 8 hours. Hey, there he is, the man of the hour. I was yapping about you earlier, man. Cheers, sir. I was just mentioning that you helped me set up my booth at the show. Kev. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just nonstop yapping. Nonstop. This machine should be on already, but it's not. Your booth? My booth was awesome. Open up both hinges. All right. Done did. All right. I think this might be the last piece. Although there is a few other things there. I see some grommets and stuff, but I think this might be it. All right, let's take off the film. Wallaces and grommets. Oh, is this only on one side? Yeah, look at that. That's a surprise. All right, there was only protective film on one side. All right, that can go over there. All right, let's see. So, lean it up against there. Door handle and some more of those 5 screws. Man, so many different types of screws. More than anything probably that I've put together like this. That's for sure. Acrylic, yes. This door is acrylic so that you can slam the crap out of it. It does have a metal handle here with magnets, of course. Well, not with magnets. There's magnets on the thing. But there's some VHB tape we're about to take off, it looks like. All right, so we peeled that. Remove the center protective film white. This protective film does not interface installation hinges. Okay, sure. Oh, we're doing that part first, huh? Slide the door all the way into the hinges. What do you mean? Oh, okay. That's what. Oh, okay. Got it. Yep. Cool. At least like all the other coins you left. Yeah, got taken. Yeah, right. Yeah, a whole thing of tokens was taken because of that booth. The core of your workspace. I get it. I see what you did there. All right. Add 2 screws to the door handle. What do you mean? Oh, there are 2 screws there. Okay. Isn't like that's not going to be a part of this? Adhesive. Wait, what? There's holes in it. The tape won't hold. I mean, there's plenty of hardware. There looks like there's holes in the door. And if this VHB tape is anything like their legs on this thing, then it definitely won't function. And acrylic. Wait, it's this way. Wait, but how do you... okay, I glued that. So... Okay, let's do that. I have this and this. And we can use, let's see, that's probably not enough. Where is the 6RT? The 6RTs are in here. Let's see if the 6mm is too thick. No, not enough. Let's go 8RT. Will 8RT go through? Yes. Okay, so we're going to put that through. Here's one. Let's see how this works. Oh. They don't need to go. Well, no, they do need to go all the way through. All right, hold on. So just going through some of the tape. Yeah, okay, I see. Let's take that back out. I'll have to take the other one back out as well. Because the threads got covered with that VHB. But good call on this. All right, so let's put one of these into my pliers. Yeah, I'm using nylon locking nuts. So I can just hold it like this. Unscrew, unscrew. Come on. Here we go. Okay, one is on. And let's get this other one on down here. There we go. That one was easy. All right. So those are forever. And yeah, there's a little recess in here and here for those. So that's kind of weird that they... did that. Why wouldn't they want you to secure it in that way? Is there some downside that I'm not understanding? Cool. You can slam this thing pretty good. And it's impossible to break. Whoa, it opens quite fast. Holy crap. The hinges just open by itself. Woo! Okay, I like that. I like that door, actually. It's not even the engineers. Clearly, the engineers put holes in here, in the handles, and made recesses here. But whoever designed the what's it called? The how-to just didn't do that part. Yeah, like the how-to says nothing. All right, we get to eat some more gummies. So we get 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 4 left. So they shorted me by 1. Yeah, no K1 Max. Right, exactly. Yeah, it's the anti K1 Max door. Exactly. What a scam. Yeah, where's my gummy bear? Congratulations. You've successfully assembled a door and XLCD. Let's move on to the final chapter. There's about to be some belt tuning up in this bee. Guys, there's 3 minutes left in the giveaway, by the way. Missing gummy bear, 0 stars. Yeah, you're probably right, Spectra. Don't forget to come back here after adjusting the belts, okay? I already did this part. We need the belt tuner webpage. Okay. Core 1. Tap to enable microphone. What? Oh, so this needs to be done on a phone. All right, so I'll press that, copy, and let's paste it onto my phone. Paste. All right, let's see what this does. Tap to enable microphone. Allow. Okay. All right, so let's move this all the way front. And they are as even as I could possibly get them. There's no play. The racking is nice and even. Move the neck shooter to the rightmost position. Plug the upper belt in the middle with your finger. Best results are achieved in a silent environment with your device close to the belt. All right, I need to turn the music off real quick. Let's pause that. Okay, plug the upper belt in the middle with your finger. Why did the... I need to refresh. Core 1, tap. Okay, the upper belt needs to be 98. Is ideal. So this is saying the belt tension is too high at about 113. So let's back that off. Back that off. Okay, let's try again. Okay, a little bit too high still. Okay, we're at 102 now from 118. Okay, still pretty good. Now we are 95. It says just right, but it says 98 is ideal. So let's try to get around there. A little bit more. A little bit more. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. That's cool. Now we need to do the lower belt at 92. Looks like the lower belt is at 90, which is pretty close. So I think we're going to be leaving that just like it is. Although, which one of these controls? This one's the upper, this one's the lower. So this one can get just the tiniest bit tighter, like that. Let's see. 91. Okay. We're about to spot on the sucker right here. The upper is still 98. The bottom is 91. Let's see if we can get 92 out of it. 92. So 92 on the bottom. 99. 99 on top. Let's get it down, back down. 98. Back to 91. Let's get this a little bit more. Looks like there's a little bit of a compromise. Okay, 98 on top and 92 on the bottom. Got it. Ha! That's cool. That was fun. All right, anything else that I need from here? I don't think so. So let's go back to here. Let's get the music back on. We're past 12, aren't we? Yeah, 12:05. All right, let me just finish this, and then we will we'll do the rest. She's concentrating. There's a new menu in the settings of the printer that assists. Right, that's what you were telling me about, Medic. I'm looking forward to that. I just thought that would be fun. Better tuning the belts like he's about to play Thunderstruck. JP's on a roll, man. That's fine. Looks like the app works fine on your phone. Yeah, it looks like it works good. That's one sounding, weird sounding violin. Figure it out already. Yes. Yes. We're good with the jokes today. I love them. Belt tuning or printer screen. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there. So close. Finish it. Yeah. Got it. All right, let's go. So what's next? It said to come back. After this was done, it said come back. So let's go back. All right, we did all that. We did this. No, don't need any of that stuff. Here, so come back. Yep, go next. All right. Next is the build plate. Attach the sheet. All right. Let's get the print bed. I do have some more beds for this thing. I did like the textured one, but this one's cool. We'll throw this one on there. Let's see. Screw. Wait. Are they in a different place? Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Like this. There it goes. Okay. All right. Build plate is in there. Wait, is there a Core 1 build plate? I don't have a Core 1 build plate. Where's my Core 1 build plate, y'all? Wait, is there one? Or I did I put it to the side or something? Or nope, I have one of these, but this was from my Prusa. I think this is another smooth plate. Right? Yeah. I have the textured one over here. The flat one, and this thing that I never even took out. I thought it was on top when you open stuff. No, I don't think, unless I threw it out, which would be crazy, but, and also possible. I have a feeling that the kit didn't come with one, because the other machine had it. Yeah, I think the other machine had it. They don't include one with the conversion kit. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yep. That's all right. It's okay. So everything on my thing says Mark 4S. All right, keep it clean. Sure. All right, we done did that. Now we'll need to upgrade the firmware. Visit this page. Let's download this. Let's see where that went. Downloads. All right, put that on the desktop. Down the firmware. Save the file onto a USB drive. Do they give a USB drive? No. All right, somewhere in the old files, I mean, on the old piles, there we go, is the Prusa thingamabobber. Let's go ahead and chuck that in. 1 star. No, I'm not drawing quite yet. I want to finish this real quick. You guys know how I roll. All right, let's see. So Prusa 3D, MMU3. There's a bunch of files on here from the Mark 4S. There's a bunch of firmware on there too. Throw this in there as well to confuse it any further. Should I remove the Mark 4S firmware that's on there? Nah, let's see how it handles it. All right, remove. I said remove. You'll use your Mark 4 stuff, so no USB drive included as well. Right. Can't be ejected? Why? Why? The file's on there. Finder is using it? What the heck does that mean? Nah, Finder's not using it. This thing's about to get yoinked out of here. Here, let's do this again. There we go. We're going to replace that file. Why is it having so much trouble? Nope, there it goes. Okay. I bet now it ejects. No, I'm about to force eject this thing. One more programs may be using it. Eject this immediately. Force eject. I had to make sure no other firmware in the drive, but the Core 1 firmware. Okay, yeah, because I have a bunch on here. What I'll do is let's make a new folder with that stuff in it, and we'll call it firmware old. So here we go, just that on there. Let's eject. Tulsa. Yeah, I'll draw in a second. Let me just get this. Let me just get this buttoned up. All right, I'm just gonna force eject. Everything's on there that I need. Okay. Download it. Put it on the thing. Got it. Yep. Sure thing. We're gonna plug it into the top. Oh yeah. Okay. Looking good. And of course the logo on this thing is out right there, which is cool. Connect the power cable, plug it in. Okay. What did I do with the power cable? If I was previous Feder, what would I do with the power cable? Listen, I have a ton of them. But where's this one? And why would I have put it? Oh, it's just in here, probably. It's in the leftover parts bin. I do. I know you. I know. I get the joke, but I do actually mess with some drawing and stuff. Design, drawing, illustrating. I am an illustrator. All right. I will grab one from elsewhere. Let's see. Will this reach? Come around. Come around. My Micron doesn't want to share. The Micron doesn't want to share its power supply. Micron, you will have your turn. We're going closer. Okay. Will this reach? It will just barely reach. And there we go. Okay. Remove the camera for you guys. Okay. Let's hit that power button. Bam. Whoa, whoa, we got fans. I feel all kinds of air. New firmware version available, version 6.3. Flash. And I can touch it, right? No. Cool. We're there. Man, that air is blowing like crazy. I don't see a Benchy. I haven't seen a Benchy in months. Well, this thing's flashing firmware. It looks like it's done. Doing a bootloader. I did always like all the processes that happen on the screen. I know there's people that are kind of against. They don't like their user interface, but I happen to really like it actually. And I've always really enjoyed using my MK4S. I don't know if it was like a nostalgia thing or what. But, how about I have a seat? All right, while this thing is installing, let's go ahead and pick a winner for the giveaway. Since you guys have been so patiently waiting, let's go ahead and jump into here. Let's see how many you guys entered total. 43 people. Whoa, we got light. I love the color of this LED. This white slash has this like yellowish, not yellow, but has a warm hue to it is what I add. What I end up doing on my Vorons. That's nice. The sticker needs to go though. I don't want the sticker here. Yeah. That's loose, huh? It's pretty loose. That's probably okay. The screen's high-tech compared to some printers I'm using. Oh, yeah, for sure. I know what you're using. Oh, so this thing's on. It's already on Wi-Fi because this is from my Mark 4S. And it's already ready. It's just using the newer firmware. Network status? Yeah, it's on my network. Because it was previously. Cool. I guess we're just gonna have to do a little bit of tuning and then send her. All right, let's go. Let's pick a winner. You guys ready? Best of luck to everybody. Let's go. Go to my other screen. Let's go to winners. Let's go to draw winner. We're gonna be drawing one winner. All right. And we're going to announce winners in widget. announce congratulations to 1R. And I believe that 1R is 1Raz. So congratulations, 1Raz. I've seen you in here. I don't know if you're still in here, but if you are, let us know. 1R. It's only 1R. As you guys know, if 1Raz is no longer in the chat, I'll wait about a few more minutes. And if they're not present, I got to call somebody else. When Raz isn't here all the time. I've seen him several streams. Hey, there you go. Congratulations, One Raz, on your filament winning. Here's what you need to do, and make sure you tell me in the chat that you are aware of this. Here's what you need to do. You need to email me at fedor@3dprintsos.com. Fedor is spelled Fedor. Okay, so fedor@3dprintsos.com. Email me in the subject line, say that you won today's giveaway, put today's date in there, and I will get you situated within a day or two with a form that you have to fill out from Polymaker and a code that you put in. You attach the code into that form, and it adds that amount to your account. And you can add stuff, you can buy, partial, whatever you want, however you want to spend it, it's available to you. So congratulations. So let me know in the chat that you heard Frodo. Everyone needs to own and run at least one bed slinger Cartesian printer. I really appreciate CoreXY nostalgia. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. I think the only one that I have left at this point. Well, I think I'm gonna build the Prusa for sure. But I still have my A1 Mini. I think the A1 Mini is gonna go probably upstairs to my daughter's room so that she can mess with it if she wants to. But yeah, that's probably my only bed slinger, and then we'll do a Prusa wire with the MK4S. Can you add the email here? Sure, I'll add it here. Let's see, can I chat right here? Yes. All right, there we go. Wow, there we go. That's on all three right there. I only have bed slingers. That's 27 bed slingers to keep track of. Wow, that's a lot of slanging, dude. What exactly is a Prusa wire? It's it takes a bunch of the design language and ideas from the switch wire Voron, which is essentially you taking a Vox Lab Aquila or an Ender 3 and turning it into a Core XZ machine. And this is the same thing, except it uses the Prusa frame and some of the Prusa styling as well. It seems pretty cool. And I do have a ton of parts to source. I mean, I have a ton of parts that I could use that are here. Like I have motherboards. I have all sorts of parts. So I should be able to make a lot of it without much hassle. Cedric, this is a great question, and this changes a lot. This changes a lot all the time. I think that it highly depends on if you were to give me a price range and which one I would pick. I think that out of all the ones that I have tried here, at the moment, I would, if I was to just leave one that's not custom, I would just probably say H2D. But that's easy to say because it's the most advanced. It's large. I think there is an answer to this within each budget range. And right now, I'm really enjoying where this Creality K2 Pro is landing. I've been testing this a lot along with the Chitty Q2. I think they can go head to head, and they both have plus or minuses. I think both of those, I was going to compare them separately, but now I'm thinking I might just do them together. The only problem is the Q2 is at my office, and the K2 Pro is here. So I'll have to like splice together a video. But yeah, these machines are really impressive, and I think the H2D just takes it to the next level. But I also have some other incredible machines like the FL Sun S2 Pro. It's on right now. I've been using it, printing PPS-CF, printing extremely fast. So there's something that I need to print quickly that's obviously not multicolor. That's the machine. It will get the job done stupid fast. So it just there's a lot of really great machines right now, and I think that you're only going to be just kind of just picking it because of your personal tastes. I don't think there's much difference in a lot of these newer machines. They're all powerhouses. So hey, absolutely. Thank you for being here, Walkman. I'll see you in the next one. S1? S1 Pro. Is that what it's called? There's too many. First of all, there's a lot of machines named S1. You're right. It's the T1, T1 Pro, S1, and S1 Pro. That's right. I have the S1 Pro. I have to get that T1 Pro 9 running. Nice, nice. Yeah, let me know. Let me know how the sound is in that, because you have it like in a thing. Mine was just like open. It was right there, so it was obviously really loud next to my face. But let me know how that is, and definitely print one of those, that snow cone thing. Try to shove it in there. You should get the Vision Miner IDEX 22 V3. So at the moment, I have to replace my Magneto X. The Magneto is a 400 by 300 machine, right? 400 by 300? Something like that. 400 by 300 machine. And I need something in the 400 by 400 range. A little bit bigger would also work. So I do need a larger machine that's going to replace the Magneto. So I'm on the lookout for something like that. And the Vision Miner, I don't think is that big, right? I think the Vision Miner's normal sized, but it's also quite pricey. Move the bed up and down. I had to adjust the threaded rod holders because I had a squeal moving up and down. I mean, I haven't done anything yet. I'm assuming there is a set of things that I have to do. Let's see what this thing does and says. So many pro this, pro that, max this. Right, it's really difficult. So one Raz, I don't have any of that set up, unfortunately, but I could send you an invite real quick. Let's see. It's this. Invite people. Copy. And how about a paste? Paste. There we go. Here's the Discord. Did that not paste in YouTube? Wait, that didn't paste in YouTube. Oh, that's weird. Why can't that scroll? Scroll. There we go. There it is. Hey, Harold. How you doing, man? Hey. You know, I may or may not be down for that. But yeah, I'm thinking something even larger than 400. I'm thinking something in the 500 range. I want something like pretty large. I do have a little bit of space there, but the Magneto is a very large machine, and I know that there's machines that are the same size but have more internally. I gotta be honest, B, this is the first time I'm hearing anyone say rad rig's poorly designed. Usually people say the opposite from my experience, but you know way more about the custom printers than I do, for sure. All right, so after selecting the language, screen will prompt you at the next. Okay, yeah, sure. Done. What's this? Network setup. Yep, okay. No network. Self-tests. Let's do a self-test. How come mine didn't do any of that? Because it's a conversion. No camera. Input shaper. Input shaper we need to do as well. Is there... Let's go system. I could do a factory reset. But is there a self-test button? Calibration and tests. Door sensor. Yes. Calibrated door sensor is only necessary for user-assembled printers or services or service door sensor. Or services door sensor. In all the cases, you can skip this step. We're going to calibrate it. Is the chamber door closed? If not, please close the door and confirm. Whoa. Continue. Now fully open the door and confirm that it's open. Continue. Grab the door in the middle, place your fingers behind it, and close it, shown in the picture. Open the door and loosen the tensioning screw by about a quarter turn. Then close the door and confirm. Open the door and loosen the tensioning screw by about a quarter. And then close the door and confirm. Huh? All right, this one. Loosen the tensioning screw. About a quarter turn, okay? Then close the door and confirm. Adjusting the tensioning screw of the door sensor was not successful. Please repeat the last step. Open the door, loosen the tensioning screw by about a quarter turn, then close the door and confirm. All right, doing it again. It was not successful. What's it trying to get me to do? I can hear it clicking. I can hear it clicking. That seems fine to me. I'm going to abort this for now. Are you sure you want to skip the door sensor? Yeah, we're going to skip it now because you're playing out here. Continue calibrations, yes. Y-axis, okay. Doing some clanking and banging. Oh, here's that door thing. All right, so first part requires interaction of the door sensor. You'll prompt to gradually tighten the sensor. Okay. After each adjustment, observe the door sensor switch engaging from the front profile hold. Repeat the procedure until the door sensor is correctly adjusted, meaning it switches at a hand gap distance. Then hit continue. Okay. First part requires, okay, fine. Got that. Yep. All right. Yep. Load cell test. That's next, huh? All right, did the Y, now it's doing the X. Everything's looking good so far. X-axis is good. Now it's doing the Z. Okay, now we're doing the load test. Here, let's do this. Ugh. You may have to adjust the screw to hit the switch. Yes, that's where I was at. Email sent. All right, cool. All right, headed off to bed. Hey, thank you for being here, Bearded. Have a good one, man. Hey, Knox, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that $2 donation. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. It's a pain to adjust, but when you get the door screw set, you're good. All right, cool. Which plate do you have on there now? The smooth one? Smooth one? Satin. The satin one, excuse me. All right, so we'll need your help with this test. You'll be asked to tap the nozzle. Don't worry. It's going to be cold. Okay, cool. Tap the nozzle on beep. Now, okay. Load cell test passed. That was easy. Now let's check in the Z-axis. Bringing the bed up. Very quiet on the on this part right here. All right, I guess the load cell works. What about the bed LED or the screen LED? Oh yeah, that's gonna need some lubrication right there. All right, and we're all the way down. Preparing. So it's doing some heater testing. Looks like there's a nice bright red LED back there for I just noticed again right there. He's been watching this whole time with that Prusa hat. That's funny. Hey, Spectre, have a great night. Sometimes I feel like someone's watching me. Yeah. That's what's happening here. Heat break status, good. Heater testing. And testing the hotbed. I mean, it looks like all that stuff's working. We got the fan on. Very quiet. Very quiet. That's great. All right, so it looks like the hot end is being heated to 290. And it takes its time heating up. It's not ceramic. And the bed is being attempted to go to 110. So that's going to take a minute. How about I close this door and let all that happen a little bit faster. Heater testing. Okay, the hot end's good. And just waiting for the bed now. It's at 60. Turn around and get scared by it. It still happens all the time. And every single person that's that comes down here gets freaked out. If I see a move in the reflection, I'm turning on the stream. Did you get the accelerometer add-on for the Mark IV? No. No. Okay, gearbox alignment. The gearbox calibration is only necessary for user assembled or serviced gearbox. In all other cases, you can skip this step. That thing was not modified. I'm going to skip it. Filament sensor calibration. We need to start without the filament in the extruder. Please make sure there is no filament in the filament sensor. Okay, do I have a spool handy? I guess I have some spools handy. Is there a filament in the sensor? No. Here, let's take this stuff. Insert filament into the extruder until the sensor detects filament. All right, slide that on. And oh, look at that. I can't get the filament through the filament sensor. Is that a surprise to folks? Okay. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, I can't get it in there. It's just butting up against something. Here, I'll give it a cut on an angle. No, still can't. All right, what's going on here? Yeah, I can't get the filament through. All right, guess I'm taking this door off. I had to adjust the filament runout sensor because it got stuck in the on position. Ah, that's what's happening with mine. All right. Oh, did I make it through? No. I do feel it in there. It does go up, but then nothing happens. All right. There's no easy way to do this, is there? This is a remove the side door situation, isn't it? Yeah, this is gonna be a total pain. What time we got? Almost 1. I did cut an angle. Nothing. Prusa problems? No. No such thing. There's never been a problem. All right, let's see. So I got this off. Get this thing out of the way. So filament sensor, huh? Can I put the filament through here manually? No. Okay, so it's stuck internally. There's something stuck internally. All right, so I'm unscrewing this thing now. Let's see if I can just use this with this. You know, I would chalk it up to me probably installing something wrong. We will get to the bottom of it. All right, so let's take this cover off. And up. All right, so how is this working? Let's see. Filament goes in through the bottom, picks this thing up, and where am I? I'm getting stuck. So it has nothing to do with the sensor. Whoops, it jumped out. But that's beside the point. Get that ball bearing back in there. So that part was correct. that wasn't the problem. It's not this. The problem is this PTFE tube is jamming, right? So yeah, that's the sensor. Yeah, the sensor is working. So it has something to do with the filament path of that. Why can't can I take, where is it? This. Let's take this guy. Pin. Push this pin in. Okay, I can get the pin in there. So it has to do with this PTFE tube. Is it maybe just not far enough in there and I'm catching it? Let's see if I can finagle it a bit. That means this stuff can go back on. There's nothing in there. It's all external, so we can put all that back. Okay, and this one. So let's see. Can we get the filament up in there? Yes. Okay, so got it. So that thing was just not in there enough. That's all. That's all that happened. Now the question becomes, how fun is it going to be getting this thing back in here? Might be okay. Yeah, chamfering it would be good. Well, let's see. If this doesn't work, then that's what we'll be doing. Alright, let me attempt to align one of these things. I immediately dropped one. Alright, let's kind of eyeball this. Should be here somewhere. Okay, got that one. Turn this, and I have located that. Okay, got that back on. All right, let's see here again. Filament down and through. Okay. So that's what it was. I just didn't have the PTFE tube all the way in. And basically it was just hitting the lip of it. All right, so that was easy. Insert filament into the extruder. All right. Let's go all the way over here. Okay, got it. Filament inserted. Press continue. Calibrating to not remove filament. Gotcha. You know, I'd love to watch this longer. I'm gonna go get some rest. Hey, thank you for being here, man. It's good to see you. Like I said, definitely have a good one. See you, man. Just FYI, Classic Rocker 883 has band-aided the firmware for the Aquila on the TO-T1 issues. Reported the problem to Marlin. Nice. Classic Rocker has been working on the Aquilas forever. Motley, so it's cool that he's still doing it years later, many years later. Okay, still doing it. Remove filament to finish. It's calibrated. All right, let's try the fan test real quick. Holy fans. Okay. Those chamber fans at the top are loud. All right. Got those. That's the enclosure fan. No check marks next to them. So that was just all the fans going buck wild. That's a much more reasonable sound. All right, so all the fans are working. Calibrate the door sensor. All right, we're going to do that again. Let's try it again. Is it closed or open? Is the chamber door closed? It's not. If not, please close it and confirm. All right, closed, confirm. Now fully open the door and confirm that it's fully open. Okay. Grab the door, place your fingertips there. Continue. Open the door and loosen the tensioning screw by about a quarter turn. Then close the door and confirm. Okay. Close the door. Oh, again like this, right? And confirm. Adjusting the tensioning screw of the door sensor was not successful. Please repeat the last step. So it's trying, I'm confused what it's trying to have me do. I mean, it's so loose now that... all right, let's try it again. And now it's successfully calibrated. I can hear it clicking, clicks right before hitting my fingers. All right, so I think that was everything. I just need to do the... oh, right. So without the attachment, I can't do input shaping. I run chamber fans at 50. Adjusting mine by listening to when the switch engaged. Yeah, that's what I just did with mine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got chubsters. We can abort the load cell test because I already did all this. Doing it again, huh? All right, fine. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock, everybody. I'm definitely going to call it here at 1 o'clock. This thing is up and running. Our Core 1 conversion is complete. That's pretty exciting. I've definitely wanted to check this machine out for a long time now, and I'm very happy to have it here. If there's anything specific you guys want me to test or see what it's all about, definitely let me know. It looks gorgeous. It looks way better in person than it does on photos or videos. Amongst other machines, it looks a little bit just not as technologically advanced. But there's so many little design decisions that they made that's really unique just everywhere. And pushing in on the chamber like that is really cool. Makes me wonder, like, what am I going to do with the side? Is it just going to be storage for another tool? I mean, another spool? Am I going to put the tools in there? There's all sorts of options. Maybe that's a chamber heater or just something else. I don't know. There's a lot. Pretty cool machine. Yeah, it really is. All right, gearbox. Let's just skip. Oh, we did this one already. Let's just abort it. All right. I guess load cell test is the only one left here. Might as well. Cooling down did not touch the nozzle. So I can't do input shaping on this, can I? Put a towel over the top, converting the rear. Nice. I'll probably print something, some kind of cover. It does think it's currently 5:53, which is interesting. And no LEDs on the bed. Victory. All right, we are going to do the victory gummies. They light up during printing? Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, as soon as this part's done, I'll probably just start something little. As the first print, and then we'll call it. You should turn on when it prints. Thanks. Wait. Well, let's see if we have any more of our tea left. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Ooh, strong. Good, though. That's good green tea right there. And as far as this liqueur goes, oh, Lord. Even just smelling it. It smells almost like tequila, but sweeter. It's a very strong smell. Not the biggest fan of it, to be honest. But definitely an experience. Is that a white print bed or a covering? No, it's a original Prusa, like brown tan satin bed. Down the hatch? Nah, I can't. It's too much. Like, the flavor is so intense. All right, here we go. The word's going to be cold. All right. Tap the nozzle on a beep. Yep, works. Cool. So that should have green check marks next to everything. It does. All right, so we are calibrated. The only thing that I haven't done is input shaper, and whatever phase stepping is. But can I not do it? I can't hear anything over the CPAP. Yeah, man. If you remember the review, there's no way that you can't just get past how loud it is. Like it's the loudest machine I've ever had. For whatever reason, the S1 Pro isn't as piercing. Maybe just because the CPAP is longer and further away. But it's definitely a very loud machine. But it is fast as heck. That T1 Pro is a lightning bolt. Check the settings regarding input shedding. Input shedding. Input shaping. All right, let's see what it says. If I can or can't do it. I'm going to hit calibration. Attention, intention. Ensure the accelerometer is properly connected. Oh, I don't have one. Let's do this. Let me send a quick email. While I have you guys. All right. Sent. Cool. We'll see what happens there. One Raz, I do see your email in there, so that's good. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna call it here. Let's go to print. How would it handle this stuff? How would it handle G code? Oh, B Cuddy. It looks like my what's it called? My app is still connected to that printer. Let me disconnect it somehow. How do I disconnect this? Up here. No, not log out. I want to disconnect this machine. S1 T1. Okay, so how do I get T1? How do I disconnect it from here? Remove device. Gary, check it out. I'm gonna remove it right now. After deletion, device status cannot be viewed. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it looks like there's a firmware update, by the way. You might want to do it. Device disconnected. Okay, so now I only have the S1 Pro. Okay, sorry, man. I didn't know. It was telling me that you're printing a Benchy. Yeah, I got a notification that it's printing a Benchy. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I would. First of all, the app is much better than it was before. That's one thing. Like it's actually usable. And I would definitely do the firmware update for sure. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I shouldn't be printing any of this stuff. And actually, can I click and like remove? Is it like a press and hold command? No. Press and hold this? No. Can I click in? Yeah, like I feel like if I click into that, that's going to be an entire issue. Bonkers Benchy. 8 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. It looks like I'm gonna have to slice things for the machine separately, and I gotta clean out this this thing because it's here. Let's remove it. Version info. Are we on the latest everything? This machine has 8 days of print time on it. Well, not the machine. I guess the board. All right, so I need to clean up this SD card because all that stuff is just going to cause issues on it. So I'll just empty everything that's on there. All right, I'm going to celebrate the fact that this thing is done and on, and I will definitely be printing something, and then I'll show it to you guys in shorts and whatnot. Man, I'm pretty excited. This is a big deal. I've been wanting this machine for a while. I think this machine is actually going to be sitting right here where this thing is. This no longer spins, so I'm going to put it somewhere else. This little guy is going to go back on my desk. So the core one should be there. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, everybody that stuck around. I appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little build. I know it's not the most elaborate build, but it's a Prusa. Everyone loves Prusas, right? Even the people that don't like Prusas secretly love Prusas. I think that's how it works. All right, everybody. Thank you guys, like I said. And I'll see you all in the next one. Right? All right, y'all. Later.